Here at the Children's Museum, we're doing our part to go green. One of the changes is that we have created a rain garden that collects the water off the building into this area to soak down into the aquifer, not the city sewers. But this is just one change of many.
Today is kickoff to Earth Week celebration.
Its name is Pachosaurus digitus.
Here at the museum, we are trying to be more green, but also I think a lot of people don't realize how many organizations can provide assistance, educational materials about being more green and being environmentally friendly.
I'm here at one of the Children's Museum's family programs where they're making rain barrels. Hold on here. You're making a rain barrel? Where'd you hear about this idea?
Her.
Her? Who's her?
My mom.
Your mom. Okay, so what are you going to do with this at home?
We're gonna get water so we can water our plants.
So you can water your plants, okay?
And fill up our water gun.
And your water guns too, okay. That's kind of a cool way to do it.
Families take home what they've done here, and they continue the discussion at home.
Okay. So, when it rains, rain will come down through the gutter, and we have holes drilled into the top of the rain barrel so that rain can get through, and there's a screen underneath the lid so it can keep bugs and seeds and all that kind of stuff out. And eventually this will fill up with water, and then all we need to do down here is hook a hose to it, open it up, and let gravity do the rest.
You can just use rainwater for your garden, and I heard that rainwater is better for your garden than any other kind of water.
That's pretty cool. Not only does that save the water bill, but it also makes better use of the rainwater, I think.
Yep.
At this house, all the rainwater goes where?
In here.
I'm here at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis with one of their cool projects, the Green Rooftop Garden. You've probably noticed many changes to the outside of the museum. A family of dinosaurs have come crashing through. On your next visit, look for the new Schaefer Rooftop Garden, just below the sunburst window. Hey Nick, how you doing?
Doing well. How you doing, Rick?
So you're the project manager of this system here.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's check it out.
Absolutely.
Nick Churchill is supervising the transformation of a roof into a gorgeous garden. It will help the environment, help living birds and insects, help the Children's Museum cool down or heat up, and look beautiful to visitors. Roof gardens are becoming popular because rain that runs off buildings waters the plants. That's how the environment is helped.
Because that stormwater is retained and used, it doesn't find itself being ushered through a traditional stormwater system and into the storm sewers where it becomes a problem for the city to manage and ultimately all falls in the river itself.
Water can't leak into the building because a special waterproof membrane is put down first.
On top of that slip sheet, we place the modules themselves as well as the ballast stone for the perimeter walkways. It's actually a pretty complete system, and we're really a big fan of it.
A computer-generated map tells Nick exactly where each specially grown module or container of pre-grown plants needs to be placed. This is the heart of the project. These sedums are planted in a recycled tray, and this is what makes the green grid system.
Once this is fully grown out, you'll see a stark contrast, and it'll be pretty amazing.
Hi, Kara. I understand you know a lot about these plants.
Yes, I do, Rick.
Well, let's learn something.
Okay.
Kara Cribbs is a biologist who selected special plants for this garden. They are all forms of a genus called sedums. Their leaves suck up the water and save it.
You know, if it's 90 degrees outside, it can be 120, 130 degrees on the rooftop. These species are actually native to rocky outcrops or alpine environments.
Will these plants help the environment?
Absolutely. These plants actually create habitat. I've seen several birds on the rooftops, you know, taking spent blooms and heading off to make their nest.
Is there any soil in here? Because this looks kind of like a haydite of some kind of a material.
Exactly. You're right, Rick. This is actually an expanded clay-based aggregate, It's about 95% inorganic to about 5% organic.
So Kara, I'm looking at this map. This relates to the plants?
Yeah, we basically used 5 different mixes here, and within the sunburst window here we have 4 different highly contrasting mixes of yellow foliage, red foliage, purple blooms, and yellow foliage.
It's going to have a real living sunburst.
Absolutely.
We've seen how reuse of the water will help the environment and how the plants will attract bugs and birds. But how will this garden help the Children's Museum building? By turning a previously black roof that retains heat into a cool green one. When water evaporates, it takes heat out of the system.
That's exactly right.
And so will this affect what's going on inside the building?
The heating and cooling of the area below will be affected by this in a positive way.
Now that this green roof terrace is finished, it's starting to grow on me. In fact, it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's providing habitat for insects and bugs. It's lowering the heat down inside the museum, and it's catching rainfall. And on top of all that, it looks beautiful.